Have you ever found yourself in this exact scenario? Your mouth is smiling and saying, "Sure, no problem, I can handle that." But deep inside your head, you are screaming, "No, no, please, not again." The moment that word "yes" leaves your lips, your gut twists, your chest tightens. You feel this instant wave of regret wash over you. And now you're stuck. You're up at 2 a.m. finishing a coworker's presentation. You're at a loud party when you're desperate for sleep. You're lending money to that relative who you know will never pay you back. You tell yourself, "I'm just being nice. I'm a good person." But let me be brutally honest with you. That isn't kindness, and it certainly isn't generosity. It's fear. In psychology, we call this state fawning. Think of it this way. When an animal faces danger, a tiger might fight. A rabbit might take flight, run away. A deer might freeze. But a scared puppy, it rolls over on its back, wags its tail, and exposes its soft belly so the predator won't hurt it. That is exactly what you are doing. You are being obedient to stay safe. You are trading your boundaries for a false sense of security. But the cost? The cost is your actual life. You are living someone else's script, managing everyone else's emotions, and slowly erasing yourself. If you are tired of being the good puppy, then this video is your escape plan. Today, we are going to master the most powerful word in the English language: no.
Before we go any deeper, we need to clear up a massive misunderstanding. Most of you watching this are probably thinking, "But I don't want to be a bad person. I want to help people." I get it, but there is a huge difference between being kind and being nice. Kindness comes from a place of abundance. You help someone because you want to. You feel energized and happy to give. It's a gift. But being nice, or being agreeable, that comes from a place of lack and fear. You help because you feel like you have to. If you don't, you're terrified they'll get mad, be disappointed, or stop liking you. That isn't a gift. That is protection money you are paying to feel safe. Why does your brain do this? Let's go back to that concept of fawning I mentioned. Imagine you are a chameleon. When a chameleon feels like the environment is dangerous, what does it do? It changes color. It blends into the tree so no one notices it. You are doing the exact same thing. When you walk into a room, your brain, specifically a hypersensitive danger radar, scans the area. Who here is upset? Who has the most power? Who looks like they might explode? And instantly, you change color. You become the version of yourself they want to see. You laugh at your boss's terrible jokes. You agree with your partner's opinion even though you secretly hate it. You do all of this on autopilot, so fast you don't even realize you're doing it. That isn't your personality. You weren't born to be a doormat for other people to walk on. This is actually a survival mechanism. At some point in your past, saying yes was the only way for you to stay safe. But now, that switch is stuck on, and it is draining your life force every single day.
So the million-dollar question is, why is this people-pleasing switch stuck in your head? It wasn't born there, it was installed. And usually the installation started when you were very small. Let's talk about a psychological concept called parentification. It sounds academic, but it's actually very simple. It's when a child feels like they are responsible for their parents' emotions. Maybe your parents were fragile or depressed or had explosive tempers, and you, being a smart kid, learned a survival lesson. If I'm good, Dad won't yell. If I get straight A's, Mom won't be so sad. If I ask for nothing, this family stays peaceful. You learned that love is conditional. You only had value when you were useful. You were only lovable when you didn't cause trouble. And so you carried that script into adulthood. You look at your boss, your friends, your partner, And you see overgrown children who need you to manage their emotions just like your parents did. But this isn't just psychology, it's biology. Inside your brain, there is a part called the amygdala. Think of it as your internal fire alarm. Its only job is to keep you alive. In primitive times, if you were rejected by the tribe and kicked out of the cave, that meant you died. A tiger would eat you, or you would starve. So the human brain evolved to treat rejection as equal to death. That is why when you think about opening your mouth to say no, your heart pounds. The fire alarm in your head is screaming, "Danger, danger! They will hate us. We will be abandoned." And to shut that alarm off, what do? You say yes. The moment you say yes, your brain releases a hit of dopamine. You feel instant relief. The anxiety vanishes. You are safe. But it's a trap. Because right after the dopamine fades, another chemical shows up, cortisol, the stress hormone. It doesn't leave. It builds up in your body day after day, month after month. It gives you insomnia, stomach issues, and chronic exhaustion. You're trading a minute of fake peace for years of illness. And here is the highest cost of all: resentment. Let's be real with each other. When you do something for someone that you don't want to do, you're not happy about it. You're bitter. You start secretly hating them. Why did they ask me this? Why can't they take a hint? Why do I do so much and they aren't even grateful? Resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It kills love. It kills respect. And eventually it turns you into someone passive-aggressive, nagging, and tired. Worse, you lose yourself. You've been a supporting actor in everyone else's movie for so long that you've forgotten the script of your own life. You don't know what you like to eat, where you want to go, or what you're passionate about because you've been too busy guessing what everyone else wants. That isn't living. That is just existing. All right, we know the why. Now let's talk about the how. How do you stop being the good puppy and start living your own life? You don't need more motivation, you need a tactic. I call this the boundary reset protocol. It consists of 3 simple steps to rewire your brain's automatic response. Step 1, the 24-hour buffer rule. Your biggest problem is that your mouth says yes faster than your brain can think, so we need to buy time. From today on, I want you to issue a total ban. Never give an immediate yes or no to any request. Instead, memorize this magic phrase and use it for everything. Thanks for asking, let me check my schedule and I'll get back to you. This phrase is magic. It releases you from the pressure to answer right now. It allows the fire alarm, the amygdala in your head, to cool down, and it lets your rational brain, the prefrontal cortex, get back in the driver's seat. Step 2, the body audit. Once you have that buffer time, go home, find a quiet spot, and ask yourself one single question. If I say no to this and nobody finds out, would I feel relieved? And do not listen to your head. It will lie to you. Listen to your body. Is your stomach twisting? Are your shoulders tensing up? Do you feel exhausted just thinking about it? If your body says no, then the answer is no. Your body never lies about your boundaries. Step 3, the reverse sandwich method. In the past, you probably used the old sandwich method. Compliment, weak excuse, profuse apology. Like, oh, you're so great. I really want to help, but I'm kind of busy. I'm so sorry. Please don't be mad. That sounds weak and pathetic. Now, flip it. Affirmation, rejection, optional alternative. Here is a script you can use. Thanks for thinking of me for this project. Affirmation. However, I'm fully focused on my personal work right now, so I can't take on anything new. Rejection. Have you tried asking name?
alternative. And remember, no is a complete sentence. You do not owe anyone an explanation for protecting your own life.
Before we wrap up, I need to warn you about something. When you start applying this boundary protocol, when you start saying no, something interesting is going to happen. Some people are going to get upset. They will say you've changed. They will call you selfish. Some might even leave. And when that happens, your old instinct will scream, "See, I told you it was dangerous." But don't panic. Celebrate. Why? Because if someone gets angry just because you set a boundary to protect yourself, that proves they never respected you. They only loved your compliance. Your no isn't a wall to shut people out. It is a filter. It filters out the users, the narcissists, and the emotional vampires from your life. And it keeps the people who actually respect you, the ones who love the real you, not just what you do for them. Remember this. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you are saying yes to yourself. You are saying yes to your health, your time, and your self-respect. That isn't selfish. That is necessary self-preservation. If this video gave you even a little bit of courage today, do me a favor. Hit that like button so this signal can reach other exhausted, nice people out there. And if you want to build a stronger mind, hit subscribe to join Psych Blueprint. Every week, we send you a new blueprint to master your life. Now, I have a small challenge for you. In the next 24 hours, say no to one small thing you don't want to do. Then come back here and comment below to let me know how it felt. I'll be reading your stories. Thanks for watching. Remember, your life belongs to you. Stop handing the remote control to everyone else.